welcome back to Manc Pod. Thank you so much for tuning in to our recent episodes. If you haven't already caught up, you can catch us on Manc Pod on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah,
let's get into it.
Let's go.
So what have you been up to this week?
Well, I mean, it's back to work, isn't it, really, for most people? Like last week, this week, people are back to work. I'm obviously not, because I'm, as we all know, freelance and in between jobs at the moment. But just sending emails out, you know, making sure that there's going to be things lined up for the spring and summer. So doing a lot of that, but just trying to get back into a routine really more than anything.
I know, structure.
Yeah, structure.
I feel like my eating habits has just been like seafood, eat it. So I feel like now I'm like, okay, so this is when you're supposed to have breakfast, this is when you're supposed to have lunch, this is when you're supposed to have dinner.
I know. I think Christmas and New Year, now we're off the back of it. I'm like, oh my God, that was such a big period of
2 whole
time.
weeks, 3 weeks, if not more. I mean, pretty much the whole of December was written off for me. I was like, oh, it's Christmas. Like, you just celebrate now, don't you? So it is good to like just get it over and done with. I mean, that sounds awful, but it is. It's true.
Oh, I actually think we all miss that routine and structure by the end of it. I know we're like, oh yeah, I love this so much. And it's so nice to just, we got into a really, not bad routine, but just, we were just getting up when we wanted to get up and just doing stuff when we wanted to do stuff. And even though I'm not working at the moment, I just feel like I want to get up at a reasonable time. So I'm getting up, I'm going to the gym, I'm going on a run, I'm coming home, I'm doing some worky bits.
Slow mornings are long gone.
Long gone.
Yeah.
Like
for the weekends, I think it's nice though, because I feel like you then look forward to the weekends again. And I feel like you need that instead of just every day just rolling into one.
Definitely. I think it makes you feel a bit more like ready to go, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I just think when you're just at home and you're taking it easy, it's nice, but you just don't get like motivated to do anything, which is fine. That is what that period of time is for, is for taking a break.
Yeah.
But I'm ready now to, I just kind of want to get back into work. I want to be doing something. It's kind of weird for me to still be at home, and because I'm not in that relaxed frame of mind where I'm just happy to potter. I want to do something. And it's weird because I'm not planning to see friends and stuff in the week because all my friends are working. So other than when we're recording the pod and stuff, I'm kind of still trying, a bit lost. I'm still trying to do work. Like
I've been lost for a while. I mean, obviously at the moment, again, at freelance, it's hit and miss. Like 1 minute I've got no job, the next minute I've got 2 jobs. So I'm trying to like juggle it all. But when you do have those downtimes, I do struggle with, and I feel like it's like, I think when you've been doing it such a long time, our job is part of our personality. That is literally it.
Definitely.
So I think like without that go, go, go and that hustle and bustle and rush and stuff, you're like, what do I do with myself? Like you wake up in the morning, like you go to the gym, you come home, you clean the house, you do all your chores, and you're like, well, what do I do now? And you're bored. I get bored so easily. I really, really struggle with that. But I think there's only so much TV you can binge watch.
It's weird. For me, it's weird to come home and sit and watch TV in an afternoon. I feel like I should be doing something. I feel like I'm like, this
but also don't
weird.
feel guilty for that, because I feel like we don't actually take enough time for ourselves to be able to, because I feel like you wait all year round for a break, you finally get a break and then you're itching to go back to work.
I know.
It's weird, isn't it?
I know. Do you know, I think I wouldn't be itching as much if I had something lined up. I think because at the moment there's things in the pipeline.
There's like a hard deadline of when you're going to have no time.
That's it. And you know, obviously there's emails going around and people saying, oh, are you available and things like that, but until something is concrete, I kind of just feel a little bit on edge, like I can't quite relax. Whereas if I knew, right, next week you're going to be starting a new contract, I think I'd probably feel more relaxed and able to enjoy this time.
But you've had some emails and some interesting stuff.
Oh my God,
it's just waiting for the right one to fall into place.
Definitely,
isn't it?
definitely. I definitely feel mainly at peace with it all. Like it's fine. It's just the nature of being freelance. But there is that kind of still little, oh God, but what if?
Yeah.
And I think it's quite natural to feel like that.
How long you're going to be off for? That's the point, isn't it? I mean, it could be a week, it could be a month or whatever.
Yeah, like we were talking about this 2 minutes ago before we started the pod, but it's more, there's so much we want to plan for this year. Little trips away and you know, little brunches and things like that.
You can't really say yes to everything until you know what your situation is.
Exactly.
I think that's one thing I definitely struggle with, is booking time off when I'm working, because we don't get the same annual leave as people. Like you can't just book a day off and then it happen. But, however, I did get a message over the Christmas and New Year period from a friend who has booked us a trip to Brussels.
Yay!
So, I've never been to Brussels before. I'm actually really excited.
That is exciting.
So, if you've got any recommendations, guys, please let us know. We're due to go at the end of this month. So,
how long are you going for?
Only for a few days.
Nice.
We're trying to do so. It's something that basically, I think I said that on the last pod. Basically, all these Instagram reels that you get of like travel things. I want to do all these like spa days, even if you take a trip for a day and come back. It's like 70 quid.
Yeah.
And I just think, do you know what? Life's short. Why not just do it? The only problem with that is I don't know when I'm going to be working, when I'm not going to be working. So at the moment, I'm just trying to take it as it comes. So this month I'm going to Brussels and then see what happens. Yeah.
And have you got any plans whilst you're there? Like, what does Brussels have to offer?
Well, we're going to do chocolate making. Belgian chocolate making, and then you can make little truffles, and you take like a big box of about 30 chocolates home with you.
Oh my god, that sounds like a dream.
Oh, I can't wait. So yeah, it's my friend's birthday, literally like a week after we go. So I said to her, let's do something for your birthday that's special, and we decided to go chocolate making. So that'll be nice.
That is very exciting.
Yeah.
And
it's just something like easy. It's a few hours, and I mean, we'll go sightseeing and stuff. It's supposed to have really good nightlife, so we'll probably go for a few drinks, even though I'm trying to do dry January. Don't know how that's going to go, but hey ho.
Yeah, it's fine, even if you just do a dry week.
Genuinely, I'm over drinking. I felt like I ate and drank so much shit over that period of Christmas and New Year. I'm just over it.
I know.
I don't want to eat or drink ever again. Like, that's how I feel right now. And we're over a week or two into January. Like, it's like,
are you back into eating well? Oh,
yeah, 100% into eating well. I am, at the back of last year, I put on like 2 stone, so I'm looking to get rid of that. You can probably tell by the jowls that are
Oh, stop it. Have you been using...
So
you say.
Yeah, so basically, Gracie, very kindly, because I wanted to get chin lipo, everyone's getting filler at the moment. I don't want filler because it's really hard to get extract it out of your face. So I wanted to get chin lipo, which is basically they make an incision and they put a tube in and they basically suck all the fat out. It's basically just lipo for your chin.
How much does it cost?
It's not expensive, a few £100.
Really?
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, which is why I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. But obviously you have to do it in the winter. Oh, hi, Rosie. But obviously you have to do it in the winter time because you have to wear scarves and polo necks and stuff to hide it because it does take a little bit of time to heal. You're obviously going to be bruised. You're obviously going to have like cuts and grazes, etc. So I'm not going, well, at the moment, I'm not going to do it, but I do want to do it.
And you're not going to do it because...
Gracie bought me a little, what would you call it?
It's, you know, the infrared...
Lymphatic. Yeah. It's like a lymphatic drainage for your chin and for your... It's a little floof. For your chin and for your cheeks. And you basically, you do all your facial skincare and then you use it on your face. And it's supposed to basically get rid of all the excess water that you hold within your face. And I've not tried it yet. I've just been so busy and obviously wearing a lot of makeup over Christmas. But I am going to try it. Okay. This is the month for me to be...
Snatched. So in the next few pods, when you're watching on YouTube...
If you're wondering.
Check out Liv's face because she's going to be on... Yeah.
And if it works, we'll recommend it. I'll bring it in.
It wasn't loads. It was like 30 quid. Get from Look Fantastic. They're all over Instagram.
So good.
No doubt you'll already have seen them. But I'm looking forward to seeing that because I wanted to get myself one, but I didn't. I thought
I'll trial it first, see how it goes. Yeah, and then we'll go from there.
Perfect. But I'm glad that you're not getting chin lipo for now.
Yeah,
you don't need chin lipo.
Honestly, and do you know what I think it is? Is like my side profile. I'm pointing out all my sins to you podcaster guys.
Listeners.
But basically, yeah, I'm going to point all my sins out to all you listeners. But basically, I hate my side profile. I hate it with a vengeance. And I think actually last year, all the pictures from the wedding enhanced my face. So I think I just analysed myself a bit too much. So that's why I was going to get it before the wedding, wasn't I? I was going to get it for the wedding. And then I decided against it.
God, yeah, because like Pun was marrying you.
I know.
So imagine if you had half a face cut off.
He was like...
And you hated it.
Yeah. He was like, if you start changing yourself, you're not the person that I fell in love with, which is so sweet. But also... who doesn't want a chiseled gal?
I know. I mean, I do get you. And it is tempting.
Yeah.
It is. But let's try some other things first.
Yeah. Let's try non-surgical versions first.
Let's try that.
Yes.
But then if you do go down that route, you do it first and then we'll all follow.
Yeah, 100%.
Love that.
I'll do like a before and after, actually.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll try and film some of it and we can maybe put it on TikTok for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
On that note, please follow us on TikTok and Instagram because we have our boozy brunch that we still want to give away when we hit 500 followers on Instagram.
Yeah. Basically, if you tag all your friends in the post on our Instagram, you and one other friend can win boozy brunch at Menagerie.
Yes, I just don't know who wouldn't want to win that. Like, it's free. You get to go and get absolutely steaming with your bestie in Menagerie for free.
Yeah.
Like, I would love that.
And also, it's coming up to Galentine's, so you and a friend can go to Menagerie if we hopefully get enough followers by then, and you can go for Galentine's.
That would actually be a great idea.
Yeah, that is our goal at the moment.
Yeah, that is a really good goal.
Yeah.
Not going to lie, I was hoping we'd have 500 by Christmas, but we didn't. So
that was high hopes.
Yeah, that was I know. But by Galentine's, that would be really good.
I think everyone's been really busy and everyone's doing dry January, but if we do it now for February, then hopefully we'll get everybody involved. And we've had lots of really good feedback, so thank you so much for liking, commenting and
just engaging.
Yeah.
All the engagement.
I mean, you might have seen from last week actually, there were some recommendations of gym wear and I am wearing said gym wear.
It's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Full outfit, let everyone see, stand up.
I mean,
come on.
You can't really see the leggings.
Oh, you can't see them. No.
Can't see the leggings. But basically, this is naked apparel and someone recommended it to me. Yes, it is gym wear / loungewear. I'm wearing it for lounge at the moment. But the leggings are so soft. They're so silky soft. And they're a really nice fit as well. Yeah. Really soft, aren't they?
Really soft.
And then the hoodie's like a really nice fit. I mean, I think I got a medium in both the leggings and the hoodie. And they fit like a dream. And I'm a high-waisted legging kind of gal.
Who isn't?
I think
does
to
anyone
be
wear
cinched in and then
leggings?
hips. Some people do.
Do they?
Can we also have a conversation about actually that young people go out now and party in gym wear?
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like, I literally went to a social club party like a few weeks ago and someone turned up in a long sleeve
jumpsuit,
crop top
and
a pair of gym leggings with heels on. And I was like, have I missed the memo?
I mean, fair play for wearing a heel because I feel like whenever we go out, everyone's in flats, everyone's in trainers, we're tottering around in heels.
Up anymore.
Yeah, and I think, why are we killing ourselves when these people cannot be asked?
It's a rite of passage, guys. Put the heels on.
Put the heels on. End up with no heels by the end of the night.
Yes.
Walking around.
I mean, we can do it because we're old, but we can wear flats.
Yeah, but like you want to be having your Mackey's Happy Meal or 20 nugs with your shoes in your hand, in your taxi, waiting, potentially having lost a heel.
Literally.
That's what we want.
You want to dance your shoes off, literally.
To a point, our friend the other year when we were in Ibiza danced that hard. When she was walking home, the whole wedge.
That was me.
Was it you? Literally.
I had to buy flip-flops. Do you not remember the Ibiza flip-flops I had to buy that were like €10 and you shit? They were literally like a car boot sale kind of flip-flop. Honestly, you could not see me dead in these flip-flops. I died. However, needs must, hon. I danced my night away. I bought a brand new pair of wedges. I think they were from Next or somewhere. And the whole heel, it was like woven material.
Yeah.
And it was, and because I glued it with like eyelash glue thinking that was going to help. But obviously you're in the middle of Spain. Where am I going to find actual super glue? But this time around, when we go this year, I'm taking some super glue because them heels were very nice heels and I had to throw them away. Yeah. I was very upset.
But the thing that was funny was she didn't even notice until halfway through the night.
Yeah. The sole was still intact, as in like the bottom of the shoe, but not the sole. So it was like flip-flops, but with a wedge.
So weird. But we were very, very drunk.
That was a really funny night, actually.
I know. I can't wait
to tell the Ibiza stories.
I think, was that after Ocean Beach?
Yeah, Ocean Beach. We went to Ibiza. There was like, how many of us? Like 12 of us?
12, yeah.
Yeah, there was quite a big group of us and we stayed in these apartments in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And we decided to get a bed at the Ocean Beach for the day. And I admittedly drank way too much. Everyone was in the jacuzzi.
Early doors,
Everyone was in the jacuzzi. And I fell asleep in the middle of Ocean Club. Like, who even does that? I can't believe I'm even admitting that to myself.
I do think, and many people do though, because the problem is, well, it's not a problem, but
peak too early.
The cups in Ocean are not see-through. So you can't see how much you're pouring. So
free pouring as well.
And because we'd got a bed, you get big like litre bottles of spirits with it. So
magnums of vodka.
Of vodka and gin and whatever else we're drinking. And so you pour it in. You're not really too sure how much you're pouring. And then because everyone else is drinking, I think you're trying to make sure that you have as much as everyone else. Yeah. So you free pour. Next thing, Liv was steaming, fast asleep on a little bench.
Someone had covered me up with like a crochet,
I think that was
beach cover up, whatever it was.
Just because she was having a nice nap. Which was
so cute, but I had such a nana nap. It was ridiculous. And then I woke up and I was like, yes, round 2,
ready to go.
That saved my life that day. I know.
She fell asleep and it was daylight. She woke up at night time, but I can only imagine how disorientated you would have been. I would have been like,
well, I woke up and no one was there. No one was there.
No, because the girls are feral and you have some on the dance floor, some in a pool, some up by
on
the
another
beds.
bed, someone in the jacuzzi. And I woke up and I was like, where am I? And where are all my friends?
I know.
There were so many of us.
I know Ocean Beach has maybe a bit of a rep. I don't know. But we always have a great time. And it is expensive day. It is an expensive day. When I think a bottle of vodka is like £1,000.
It's nothing compared to Vegas though. Like maybe when we went to Vegas, we literally, on one of our first days, we went to go see Akon at one of the beach clubs. I can't remember what it was called now, but that was amazing. And we bought a bed for the day, and we got upgraded to like the front row seats. We were literally like a stone throw away from Akon watching him perform. It was like one of the best days ever. Again, we got a magnum of vodka and we were so bloody drunk. And again, Stray Cats, Sass and Bi were in the pool. Pun was like over like watching Akon like woo, 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 woo. And I was like, oh my God, like free pouring. And the people that were serving us, obviously everyone worked on tips. I have never had such attentive staff, obviously, because they wanted tips.
Yeah.
And this woman was serving us in a bikini. She looked so bloody hot, very petite, and she kept topping up the vodka. So the vodka was like free for all. And then the guy who was also helping, we had fresh orange juice, fresh lemonade, fresh Coke, fresh everything. Like every 2 minutes, he kept refilling and refilling and refilling.
So good.
It was like literally one of the best days. But safe to say, and I'll show you a video, and if I actually ever get the balls to share it worldwide, I will. But a video of me and Pun in the taxi on the way home, and I am literally, I had a chain around my sunglasses like this so that I didn't lose them, because I'm really bad at losing sunglasses on holiday. And I'm literally go to put my sunglasses on and the chain's like all wrapped around and I'm like this trying to like unravel it. But obviously because I'm so drunk, I can't really unravel it. But yeah, that was honestly one of the best days. But if you ever go on holiday, please, if you're going to do anything, book a beach club, because it is one of the best things ever, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be weird for you to not have a good time.
Yeah.
Because the drinks are flowing. Everyone's just in a great mood, aren't they?
So good.
For me, Ibiza is just, I mean, we went to Vegas as well, but we didn't do a beach club. Wish we had. Yeah. But I don't know whether it's maybe something you want to do as more of a group.
Yeah, definitely a group thing. I mean, me and Pum were going to go anyway, but then my sister surprised us and ended up joining us in Vegas in the end, which was such a lovely surprise. But yeah, no, it was so nice. I just think like you just can't go wrong, and especially if there's so many of you as well.
Yeah.
We will need to go into more depth in the Ibiza and Vegas trips, because I just think we've got so many things to cover. And we do keep dipping in and out, so apologies.
Yeah, and I think we just need to get a bit deeper with where we stayed, where
recommendations.
We went. Yeah. But I mean, one recommendation is go to Ocean. If you're going, 100%, go to Ocean. You'll have a great time.
Yeah. And then we went to Hard Rock Cafe after that, didn't we? Was it Hard Rock Cafe?
Yeah, it was Ibiza Rocks.
Ibiza Rocks, sorry.
Yeah.
Ibiza Rocks on the beach.
Yeah.
And then we went to like some sort of like not house party, but a house music beach party, didn't we, afterwards?
Yeah.
Where I had no idea what day it is, who I was, what my name was or anything. But it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
that was really good.
It was great.
What else did we do when we were in Ibiza actually?
We just drank a lot. We went to a gorgeous restaurant actually called Casbar, I think it's called.
And we watched the sunset.
Watched the sunset. So where Cafe Mambo is, if you kind of keep walking past Cafe Mambo away from the strip, you'll turn around a corner and you'll get to Casbah. And I'm not joking. The cocktails and the food are
Impeccable.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So good. I would say.
We went there for brunch, didn't
yeah.
we? We went back. Within 3 days, we went back for brunch.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, Mambo, but I would say it's better. You get exactly the same view of the sunset. The food is great. The drinks are great. And it's probably less than half the price of Mambo's.
I just had a flashback of the boat.
Second time round. Oh no, I'm thinking of Marbs.
Ibiza. No, so we went to Marbella for Grace's hen do, and every time we go away, there's 2 things that we always do. It's booking a boat and booking a beach club. Yeah. The other thing that was booking a boat. So when we went to Marbella, we went on this massive boat, didn't we? It was gorgeous, and it was literally just all to ourselves, and it was like a yacht.
It was a big catamaran. It was gorgeous.
It was huge, and we had it to ourselves, and it was bring your own booze. We had our own snacks and everything else, didn't we? We literally just paid for a few hours of the boat. Anyway, we did the exact same, but for Ibiza, and we got there. I'm not joking. This boat, it was more like a rubber dinghy. There were so many of us, and we all squashed onto this tiny little thing, and it was like a little speedboat. It was a speedboat. It was not a catamaran.
Yeah, no. There was no... We had to split ourselves in half, so like 4 or 5 of us would be at the front of the boat, and then the other 6 would be at the back. It was... Oh, it was
hilarious though, because like I think we had expectations of it was turning up and it being a catamaran exactly the same as last time, but actually when we turned up and it was more like a rubber dinghy, you're probably better off in a rubber ring. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But it was actually so much fun.
Yeah.
And we went out, didn't we, to see, and there was guys on boats like saying, do you want drinks? Like popping out drinks and stuff, but we obviously brought loads of stuff on board ourselves.
Yeah.
And a couple of our friends, there was a guy, we got really out to sea. We ended up going to there was like a cliff, wasn't there?
Yeah, like a little cove.
Oh, it was gorgeous. And it had like a restaurant there, and it was highly recommended. So we do need to go back.
Yeah, we do.
And maybe try out the restaurant, because apparently they do really good food. But we literally went, stayed in this cove, had a couple of drinks. People were jumping in the water, which was really nice. And then there was a guy on a speedboat. Oh my God. On a jet ski. And one of our friends, he was like, hey, like, come on, like, to come and join us.
And we're not brave enough. We were like...
Well, I was like, no thanks, I'm all right. But obviously to our other gals, they were like, yeah, why not? Sod it, like, YOLO. So then one of the girls jumped into the sea and like started swimming towards him to get onto the jet ski. And she's only a petite little thing. And oh my God.
They were flying.
He was riding those waves like I've never seen, like a man riding a horse. He was riding them to the point where she was her bum was lifting, her knees were in her ears, and she was like taking off. How she did not get whiplash?
I do not know how she stayed on that jet ski.
Oh my God.
We've still got videos, and they are the best videos. Literally flying
legs
over these waves.
Her hair's like, honestly, and he was just like riding. He had no slowing down.
No,
he was hilarious.
The funniest part of it was he knew what he was doing. He'd come over and he was oiled up. He was ripped. He was a sexy man,
little Spaniard.
Yeah,
guy.
He was like, and obviously we were 12 girls on a little rubber dinghy in the middle of the sea. He was thinking. Yes. But it was just so much fun to watch. It was so funny.
Yeah. I can't wait for that to happen again, because I will literally laugh my head off.
But every time we go on a girls' trip, there's always something different. Memories. There's always so many memories, which is why we love doing them so much, because they really are the memories that are going to last a lifetime for us. And
I think they were two of the key moments. I think Ocean Beach and that jet ski.
Yeah. Which is why we always book them, because we always have a great time.
There's always a story to tell.
Yeah, there is. I think because the best thing is we don't overplan.
Yeah.
So
we do a couple of main things, and then everything around it is a free for all, isn't it?
So
that's the key to a good haul. I think.
Was just about to say the key to a good haul is to go, right, I want to do X, Y, Z, and then around that, it's just going to be what it's going to be, because naturally, when you're just living, things are going to happen, things are going to crop up. And I think if we went to Ocean and we said, right, we're going to go to Ocean, we're going to spend 4 hours there, and then we're going to finish, and then we're going to book this club for later on, there'd be too much stress. People wouldn't be able to get drunk and enjoy themselves, because you'd be thinking, oh, I've got my next thing to go 100%. To. So actually just being able to go, we're going to do this and then we're just going to see where it goes is the best way to plan a trip.
100%.
I think that with the girls, I think that when I go with Jamie, when we do a little brunch, we just book a few things.
Yeah.
And then just let the day happen.
Which actually brings me, you went to Wales this week.
I did.
What did you book anything for that?
So we went to a little hotel called the Wild Pheasant and Spa. Cute. The Wild Pheasant Hotel and Spa, which is in a place called Llangollen.
Love Llangollen Village. Yeah. It's so cute, isn't it?
It's so cute. If you're from Wales, I think you say Llangollen.
Llangollen.
Yeah.
It's Llangollen.
And there's 2 double L's in it, so it's like Llangollen. It's not.
Llangollen.
But because we're English, we just say Llangollen.
Yeah, you proper Manc that. Llangollen.
Yeah, anyway.
Where are you going? Llangollen.
Yeah. Anyway, we've been before, and it's a really small town. Village, probably.
Sorry to all the Welsh people, by the way.
Yeah,
if you do actually know how to pronounce it, please tell us, because that would be really good.
Yeah. So it's a really nice hotel. It's got a cute little spa. It was really nice because it actually snowed whilst we were there.
Oh, cute.
So when you're in the spa, you look up over the mountains, and it's just really, really pretty, like really nestled away. It's cute and it's dog friendly, so it's perfect. If you have a pooch, you can just take it there, and they love dogs. Obviously, in Wales, it's like Wales, Scotland, Cornwall. They seem to just love dogs. So yeah, the hotel is really nestled away in the mountain. It's just really, really nice, and it's only a 10-minute walk into Llangollen.
Yeah.
So it's out enough that, I mean, not that there is a massive hustle and bustle, but it's out enough
little village.
Yeah, that
something
you can
nearby.
Just enjoy it in its peace and quiet. But you can just walk into the village.
There is some nice walks around there. I actually went there I met a friend because my friend was making cakes and she was going to a wedding, and I thought, oh, where are you going for a wedding? Like, where are you going for a wedding? Let's like meet up. And she's like, oh, we're going to Llangollen, and we parked up in the little village, had a little walk around. There are like loads of bakeries and stuff, and then they've got a canal.
Yeah.
Just up the hill, literally you can't miss it. It's like literally up the hill, and then we walked all around the canal and then came back. But oh my god, like, so it was like 8 weeks before her wedding day,
right?
And she will literally kill me for telling this, but it was 8 weeks before her wedding day. We thought, oh, let's go for a walk, not thinking anything of it. But obviously, it was because it's Wales. It was obviously wet. It was like muddy and boggy and stuff on some of the walk. She fell from top to bottom of a metal staircase.
Oh my god.
How she did not end up in some sort of neck brace or like a broken leg or a bad hip or whatever, I do not know. I just went, oh my god, and she like fell from, and it was like down the stairs, and I was literally like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I just was like shouting her name, saying like, are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. And she was like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, I've really hurt my bum. Like, I've really hurt my bum. Oh. I was thinking, oh my god, like, can you move your legs? Are you okay? Like, and literally, because there was so many people there as well, and everyone else was stepping, obviously trying to get down the steps. And I was like, guys, be super careful. It's obviously very, very slippy. But you should come with a warning sign. It didn't have any warning sign saying it was slippy. Common sense probably couldn't have gone miss. But we didn't know, and it was so bad. But then obviously, luckily, she didn't end up needing to go to hospital or anything like that. God. But I was like, but like for the rest of the walk, then I was like, let's go and head back to the car, because like I'm thinking, you're getting married in about 8 weeks. I do not want to be blamed for this.
Yeah, I'm black and blue. No
literally.
One wants that.
And like a few days afterwards, she was like, the bottom of her back was, and all her bum was like bruised.
No.
Oh my god.
Well, when we were in Llangollen, there always seems to be something that happens when we're there, and not in a bad way.
Yeah.
It's just mad because there's only maybe 5 pubs, 5-6 pubs. So it's definitely not a party town, but it's nice, a cute few pubs, little pub crawls, fine. The first time we went, we ended up in this pub and it had a rave on, which was mental. So, but that was great.
Was this like in the daytime or nighttime?
No, nighttime. But it was just mad because you're not expecting a rave to be happening in the middle of a village.
People?
Yeah, just everyone. Yeah,
love that.
Random people raving.
Did you have glow sticks?
No, we didn't. we weren't prepared for this. We weren't not prepared for a rave in the middle of Llangollen. And then this time, so we booked to go to a place called the Corn Mill for something to eat, which is really, really nice. If you go, it's maybe 3 or 4 levels and it overlooks the canal. I think it's the River Dee actually.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. Food was really good. Anyway, so we went and I said, oh, is that a pub up there? So yeah, we'll pop up. Anyway, if you don't know already, Guinness has a shortage and Jamie, my husband, is obsessed with Guinness. So that's the only thing that he drinks now when we go out. So if they don't have Guinness, you've got to pray that there's another stout on. But it's not a common thing, really.
No, not everyone drinks it.
No,
not here
really
anyway.
Yeah.
In Dublin, another story. We need to go to Dublin.
We do need to go to Dublin. So we'd gone to a few places and they didn't have any Guinness on. So fortunately, this place did. So I thought, great, we're in for the night. Perfect. Anyway, it's a weird little place. It has like antiques all over the ceiling, cars, jugs, all sorts of stuff. No,
like history stuff.
No, yeah, just history. Yeah, just loads of history. I'm sure there's a story to it. We didn't find out, but it was just a weird little place. Yeah. Anyway, whilst we were there having a nice time, this couple come in absolutely steaming. At this point, it's maybe only 7:00. So they come in steaming. Within a few seconds, they're kind of chatting to us and talking about what they'd done. And they'd been up in Llangollen. There's some stones up on like a hill. And I think they're witchy. There's a story to them. I need to look into what it is. I'm sure there's people who've been to Llangollen that know. So if you do, definitely send me a little summary of what they're about. But I think it's something to do with witches back in the day.
Yeah.
Anyway. So she was telling us about this and how she doesn't believe, but her husband really does. I'm like, all right. In the meantime, whilst they were telling us this, her husband had come over with 6 Jaeger bombs and 2 drinks for them. So they're doing this, and I'm thinking, oh my God, you're already steaming. Anyway, me and Jamie then went for food. Had a nice time. No, in this corn mill, this where we'd booked, and we were just chatting about them, and I said, oh gosh, I feel like nights like that are never going to end well. I said, I don't know where they're going to end up. I said, because in the half an hour that they were in and we were in, they must have had maybe 10 Jaeger bombs each and a handful of drinks. I said, they're already drunk. It's only going to go one way. Something is going to happen this evening, which is going to trigger one of them, and something is going to happen. They were both like quite confident. They were talking, they'd been smoking a bit, and they were that type of a person. Yeah. Anyway, after we'd finished food, we were like, should we go back into that pub just for a couple? Yeah, let's go. Anyway, we get in there and there's 4 people sat on the sofas in the kind of main entrancey bit. We're going in, the bar woman, there was only one woman, said, oh, you're back already? And we were like, yeah, we like it in here. We thought we'd come back. She said, well, you've just missed it. And we were like, miss what? And Jamie said, is it that couple? And she said, yeah, how did you know? And he said, well, we knew that something was going to happen because it was never going to end well drinking that volume. And they'd only been going out for 3 or 4 months, they told us. Oh. So it was kind of new anyway. Yeah. So we said, go on, what happened? And she said, the woman thought that this other woman in the pub had been chatting up her boyfriend. This woman was just there with 3 friends. It looked like there were maybe 2 couples with their dogs, like walkers, kind of just not normal looking people, whatever that is. But you know what I mean. Yeah,
just average Joes.
Average Joes. Yeah. This drunk woman had randomly gone up to her, said, you've been chatting up my husband, and tried to bite her ear off. If you didn't hear that, that was bite her ear off.
Where were they from? She must have been an absolute
not
animal.
A million miles away.
Did she give you like aggressive vibes?
Yeah, she just gave me like confident,
sure of herself.
Just, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Did she rip it clean off?
No, there was blood, but this poor woman at the front of the bar was really shaken up. She was crying.
Mortified?
Yeah. So the bar woman said, we've obviously kicked them out. And this poor woman at the front was just crying. Can you imagine going to a pub with your friends, having just a nice time?
Everyday thing.
They not even spoke, apparently. They were at the total opposite end of the bar.
She'd obviously take a backseat and not drink because that obviously doesn't agree with her.
Yeah.
She is angry.
But I just can't imagine just being sat in a pub and just having some woman just come over to me out of the blue. It's not even like they'd been chatting. Just take a chunk out of my face.
This is how Jamie feels when they run out of Guinness.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
It's like, you've got no Guinness, you know what?
Honestly, it's a big deal, this Guinness thing.
I don't understand it. Like, what the hell's happening?
So basically, it's all over socials at the moment, but the Gen Zs have started drinking Guinness. And the Guinness, I think traditionally was maybe more of an old man's drink. You'd go into a pub and maybe the odd person would be drinking Guinness.
It's quite filling and wheaty.
Well, it's it's got loads of iron in it, and it's not as fizzy as a normal
it's not,
lager. So
but you can only have a couple and then you're out, aren't you? Surely.
No, I don't think you are. I know, for me, I mean, it's not for me anyway, but for people who like it. Anyway, Gen Z's, maybe because it's not as fizzy, so you don't get as bloated, and maybe you don't get as full as you do off a lager or something.
Pregnant women used to have it, didn't they, before
the iron?
It's probably iron,
Yeah, so it's actually got health benefits, apparently. It's all this iron, And, so now the Guinness factory can't produce as much as these places want. So one of the places we went at the weekend, the Guinness was off, and I said, oh God, is it because of the shortage?
That's wild.
And he said, yeah, they're only sending us 3 barrels a week. So
3 barrels a week?
Yeah. Jeez. And apparently you get like 56 pints in a barrel of beer.
So that's not much at all.
So it's not much,
Not if it's like a regular goer for like locals and stuff.
You'll see it now. Next time you go out, you'll see, and a lot of men will be drinking Guinness, and a lot of young people.
That's wild. Yeah, that wouldn't have even been a go-to drink when we were younger. No, even now, there's not a go-to drink, but I just don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
There's always a shortage of something these days.
I know. And I mean, it's making Guinness a thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you know why there's a shortage and what's going on, and if you love Guinness, let us know, because it's not for us. Yeah. I mean, I like a baby Guinness, but baby Guinness, absolutely nothing to do with Guinness.
Tia Maria and
Bailey's.
Is it Bailey's? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just asked for one and it appears. And
I know, it's so good.
So good.
I went through a phase where that's literally all I had. Like I used, and I to the point where I bought bottles of it and was making them every house party gathering. I was like, come on, let's do it. It was wild.
I didn't even know baby Guinness was a thing until a few years ago when we went out and one of my friends said, do you want a baby Guinness? I was like, sure, whatever that is. But now for me, it's either baby Guinness or tequila rosé. I'm not a Sambuca gal. No. To be fair, we'll have a tequila.
I used to be, but I had a very bad night on it once.
Exactly. All it takes is once. If you buy me a Sambuca now, don't expect me to drink it. I will throw it over my shoulder, so don't waste your money. Get me tequila.
Baby Guinness or tequila rosé. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I can't drink normal tequila.
Oh no, I don't mind, because I like the salt, the shot, the lime.
Yeah.
It takes, and then I'll quickly drink my actual drink.
I think genuinely my stomach's still doing backflips from Christmas, to be fair. Yeah. I'm like, I can't think about alcohol right now.
I know. We still have just down there some Baileys, and from Aldi, they have their version.
Yeah.
Like Ballycastle, I think it's called. And we've got a milk chocolate orange one and a white chocolate one that we're still yet to drink. So
I still need to try Snowball, but maybe we can do that later on down the line.
We'll figure out a time for you to try Snowball. Yeah. It'll probably be next Christmas, to be honest.
It will be next Christmas now.
Yeah. So over Christmas and New Year, well, actually...
Mostly Christmas first.
Yeah, mainly Christmas, but going into the new year, we've had loads of new things on TV.
Oh my God, yes.
First, I want to know who's making it, because whoever they are, why are they not employing us? Because there's loads of new stuff coming out. Yeah. And
I think it's like all or nothing. There's either like no jobs or loads of jobs. And I think everything seems to be happening at the same time. Yeah. Because I remember most of these productions filming like last year, and it was all when we were busy. Yeah. Which is annoying.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But anyway, loads and loads of good stuff. So I thought we could have a little bit of a chat about what you've watched, and if you've watched anything and can give us some recommendations, because January is a time for it, isn't it? Yeah. You're not spending money. You don't want to go out as much. You're staying in. We need some good stuff to watch. So send us your recommendations, because we love a binge watch. So some of the things that I've been watching, we've just started The Traitors.
Do you know what? That is massive, isn't it? Like, it's got such a massive fan base. It's doing so well now.
Absolutely huge. And I am actually buzzing for them. Hooked. Every series we're hooked.
Really?
Yeah.
We've never seen it. We see a lot. I mean, to be fair, I think it's always on when I'm busy. So I never get, and by the time it's like starting Big Brother from scratch. You're not going to do it when you already know who the winner is. Yeah. So like you've got to watch it at the time. So I do find it quite difficult to stay up to date.
Yeah.
However, saying that, I do think that we're going to try something new, because me and my other half, we always look to watch something together. Yeah. Because we always struggle, because he likes one genre, I like another. Whereas something like that, it's really easy, isn't it, to watch?
It's so easy to watch. And they release 3 a week. And I don't know whether they release them. I think they release 3. I think, or maybe they do drop. Like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Or maybe they do 3 in one drop. But either way, we're going to save this week for the weekend, and probably binge them on Sunday. But it's just so good. Like, I'm actually really, really buzzing for the production team on that.
Yeah.
Like, thinking from a production head.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant. It's really taken off, and it actually is taking people back to watching mainstream TV.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is what, obviously, as an industry that
it's winning loads of awards.
So many.
And the team that behind it, like, they work so hard. I actually know quite a few of them. They're so hard working.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm buzzing for the team, and I actually think it's great TV.
Yeah, it is.
Hooked. If you want something to watch, it's a nice, easy watch. You can probably watch it with the family and stuff.
I might start from the beginning, but I don't know if that's too far gone now.
No, it's only on 3 episodes of this series.
No, I think from scratch.
Yeah, you could do. You could.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. You could just watch.
Yeah,
you can just watch a new series.
That's what I mean. I always feel behind when it's topical stuff, because it's always like you've got to watch it there and then to know who the winner and stuff.
Yeah, but with this, you're all right. You're safe.
Yeah.
So Traitors, very, very good. There's a few other things going on called Missing You on Netflix.
Oh, Missing You.
Very good. We've not finished it.
Oh my gosh. So I know the team that worked on it, and they worked really hard last year on making it. And I really love the production company that makes them. They make some really, really, really good stuff. But Harley Coben, who actually writes these dramas, his books are really good. And now obviously they're now making them into TV series. And I absolutely binge watched the hell out of that series. And it was so good.
So good. I think we've got 1 or 2 left to
really
watch.
Good cast.
Really good cast. It's got Richard Armitage in, who was in Red Eye, which is something else that was
He's been
on
in loads.
Maybe Netflix or maybe BBC or something. I think it was a Netflix thing. No, ITV. It was ITV earlier this year, and that was fantastic as well. He is brilliant in everything.
But he's been in a few of the Harley Cobens, so
just brilliant. Really, really good. It weirdly reminds me of Liam Neeson, which is strange.
Like an English.
Yeah,
oh, because Liam Neeson is English. Isn't he?
Yeah,
he does.
But that's really good. And there's actually something else that I can't remember the name of, and I think it's on Netflix, and it's a bit Liam Neeson-y. It's really good. It's about a plane that crashes.
Lockerbie. So I've watched Lockerbie.
Yeah.
I have literally finished it last night, and that is brilliant. It's got Colin Firth in it.
That's it.
Colin Firth, Lockerbie. It's on Now TV. And it's only 5 episodes, so it's like an hour episodes for 5 episodes, to a series. And we smashed the hell out of it. The only problem with watching things like that I find is that there's no resolution to the end of it.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously still an investigation. Yeah. It's still ongoing. It's still a thing that's open-ended.
Yeah.
I like resolution. I mean, you can't always get that.
I know.
But I do like it.
I know, especially when you watch a series. So we've just finished watching Playing Nice, which has James Norton in, who
James Norton's good.
Yeah,
he was Happy Valley.
Happy Valley. Tom Lee on Happy Valley.
Him, I like
and
him.
He is brilliant, and it was really, really, really,
What's
really
that
good. ITVX.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Really good. Although the streaming platform, and I'm here to say, it is absolutely
it's really
terrible.
Bad to use. You can't use it.
It is so bad. We went on the Facebook groups and stuff to see whether other people were having the same buffering issues and things that we had. It's rubbish.
Yeah,
it's really, really bad.
I think not only the streaming service, like in terms of buffering, but I think finding a series. So, for example, like if I'm behind like a couple of episodes, say you've got 6 series of 6 series of like one sort of film or whatever, when you're watching it goes to series 1, episode 1.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want the most recent one first.
Yeah.
And you can't change it. So like you have to go through 6 series to get to the most recent episode.
Yeah,
it's such a fact.
It's rubbish, quite frankly. It's rubbish. And we love the content that it puts out, but
yeah, all the dramas that they put out are really good, but they're just iPlayer is not great.
It's not great, but loads of good stuff to watch at the moment. Traitors on BBC, Missing You on Netflix, Playing Nice on ITVX, and the Gavin and Stacey over Christmas. I don't know if you watched
it, but everyone was going on about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge Gavin and Stacey fan, but it was the last one that they were ever doing. So I thought
that must have been so nice. Do you know what they did as well? Like I did read about it, and obviously listen to lots of clips and videos, and they actually got all the old production team in their original roles for that one episode. That they brought them all back to their original roles. So they were happy to like step down and take whatever.
Oh my God, that is so sweet.
Because it was like nostalgic. I think they all wanted to be part of that last episode.
Yeah.
And so they didn't have a new crew or anything, which I love that. Like I feel like it was like complete closure for all involved.
Yeah. But the episode felt like that.
Yeah.
It was really lovely.
Oh,
it was just really, really nice. Definitely if you've watched Gavin and Stacey, you want an easy watch. It's a really nice close to a series. And you know what? In years and years to come, we'll probably talk about that with our families. You know, it's a bit like Royal Family and things like that.
Royal Family,
from back in the day that you used to watch as a family. And
you look forward to that, like things like that. You really look forward to, especially on Christmas Day, because I feel like on Christmas Day, obviously, it's for games, it's for lots of food and stuff. But it was about sitting in front of the TV, and just waiting for that one program to come on. Like, obviously, the Christmas Day TV schedule, it's always got to be on point. I felt there's a lot of repeats this year.
There is.
However, the Gavin and Stacey was a massive hit, so I definitely think it was good.
And actually, the Wallace and Gromit.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I've not seen that.
That was actually really good. I was thinking, oh no, I'm not going to watch it. But my mum was like, you should watch it. There's loads of Peter Kay is the policeman in it.
Oh, really?
And there's just loads of like nods to the north and things. And it's again, like really funny actually. It's really well made. And
the people that make it are currently filming something at the moment, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
It's really good. It's mad because obviously they're made from clay or Play-Doh type stuff. But now
stop-start animation.
Yeah, I
did, like, here's like a little bit of a background on me, but I used to do stop-start animation every summer for about 6 years.
That's crazy.
And then when I first got into TV, one of my first ever jobs as placement was a stop-start animation company.
What's stop-start animation?
So it's basically where you build a set and you build clay models, and you basically stop-start animation is where you like slowly move and take pictures, and then eventually when you play them all together, because it's such a large frame per second, it plays them. So it's like me going high.
Yeah.
But actually it's high.
Yeah. So it's like the original Snow White and Pinocchio and stuff were all made by drawings.
Yeah.
And they had to draw them
every single
frame.
It's like flicking through a book. Yeah.
So it's exactly the same.
Exactly the same, but obviously Play-Doh.
Yeah, so the crazy thing is now, because I think TV is so good, you can actually see like the fingerprints in the penguin and in Wallace and Gromit and stuff. But I actually love that. I just feel like it's
authentic.
Yeah, it really does.
I think it goes to show like everything is like there's no perfect finish, and actually it makes it even more
just
like,
real.
Yeah, real.
Even though it's not real, which is crazy. But for the family, definitely get Wallace and Gromit on in January, because that was really, really good.
I watched also over Christmas the new Chicken Run, which is like the Golden Nugget or something. Yeah. And that was brilliant, because I used to love Chicken Run as a kid. And then obviously when they brought the new one out, I was like, oh, we need something to watch. So we just thought we'll go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, also another one, Quiet Place. They've brought out another Quiet Place. Have you seen it?
I've seen the first one, yeah.
Well, there's two. I think there's two at the moment. There's a third one out. The third one is actually sort of set before the other two.
Okay.
But I love A Quiet Place.
Great.
It literally keeps you on the edge of the seat, and it was so good that we watched the new one and then we watched 1 and 2 again.
Okay. What channel is that on? Is that Netflix?
I think that's on now, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
But honestly, it came out advertising. I didn't even know there was a new one, to be fair. And I saw it advertising. I was like, I'm going to have to add to the list. Yeah.
Well, we've given you loads to catch up on, because
loads of recommendations.
Every single thing that I've watched has actually been fantastic. Yeah. So you can get yourself some nice, like, snuggled in weekends, and nights after work when you just want to go home, you want to sit in front of the TV after you've had your tea, your healthy tea. Binge watch.
But also, there's a couple of things that I thought of, like, staying in ideas that I've come across that are really good, either for date night or a friend night or whatever. And it's a good excuse to stay in but still do something fun. There's a place called Sculpt on Google, and they make they send you out a box, and it's basically where you can make your own candles, vases, own pottery, and you do it at home. So you make it all from scratch, and then you paint it all, and then you've got all like the wax melts and stuff in it, and it comes in a kit ready to go, so you can do that from home with a friend or a other half or whatever, and it's just a fun activity.
Lovely.
And then there's another one that I got, because I actually got these for Christmas. My friend got me a sort of toasted s'mores and marshmallow kit, which is so cute, and I never would have thought of buying it, actually. And that's, again, comes with all the bits and bobs, and it comes with all the side things. But I just thought, a nice little date night in. That's quite a nice idea, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice. If you've got any, definitely send them our way, because like I say, January is just the month for
just for
staying in. And even going into February, really, I think it's just the dark months, aren't they?
You need something to look forward to, though, so make sure you get them booking those trips as well.
Definitely booking those trips. So we've got loads going on at the moment in terms of trips and just trying to get things planned. But before we go, I thought we could do a little smash or pass.
Yes, smash or pass.
Because
okay, so
we're good at doing this. We've done this now for the last 2 pods, and I know that we always say we'll do this in the next pod, or we'll do this, and then we never do.
Well, so these people are going to from films that I've been watching over Christmas and New Year, so we thought we'd hit you. The first one is Hugh Jackman. He is a pass for me. Pass? Yeah. Really? Not for me. I love Hugh Jackman. There's just something about him, I think. Yeah. He started in musicals in theatre in New York, and now is like massive, isn't he? Yeah, he's a megastar. Yeah. Although he did recently divorce his missus, and I was like, I wonder why. After like 40 years, would you? Could you really be asked? I mean, listen, it's maybe better to be happy alone than it is to be in an unhappy marriage, even if it's just for a few years. I mean, he did get absolutely ripped. Yeah. Have you seen Wolverine? And so good. Yeah, I don't know. There's just no, not for me. Ryan Reynolds. Yes. Pass. No, absolutely smash. I'd smash both of them together. Yeah. I wouldn't say no to either of them. Thank you very much. No, he's not for me. It just looks for me. He's just not my cup of tea. I don't think looks-wise, I think personality-wise. I know that obviously it's just a smash or pass and you're just basing it off one thing, but I actually think he's just so funny. Yeah, no, but we pretend that we know these people because we feel like we do, don't we? We watch them, so you feel like you kind of know them. Do you know what I would do? I'd go for a nice cocktail with him. Would you? I'd have a nice chat. I don't think he'd be that interesting. Do you not? I think he'd be funny, but I just don't think he'd have anything really. Yeah, no, but I like funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next one, who are we going to go for? Oh, yeah, Seth Rogen. Absolutely not. Pass. Yeah, pass. Just because I watched him in a couple of things and I was like, no. Yeah, it's just a bit meh for me. He reminds me of Will Ferrell. Yeah. Again. Yeah. So the man-child situation. The man-child. No. And then Daniel Craig. Well, smash. Pass. Would you? Oh, look at us. We're totally different. Totally different. Yeah. I mean, it's James Bond. Yeah, no, though. Yeah. No. Yeah. Although, what was that thing? It wasn't called Onions, I don't think, but it was... Oh, Knives Out. Yeah. It's Knives Out. Yeah. But it was called... Because it is called Knives Out, Onions something. Oh, it is called something. Yeah, I mean, in that, it's a bit camp and it's not for me, but... I don't like the whodunits, though. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the whodunits. I don't mind it. I think, I felt like it was good, but like in that, it would have been a pass. But him as James Bond... Yeah. It's a smash. You're not smashing James Bond. I want him to take me on a drive in a nice Italian town. Apparently, there's Aston Martin, and then smash me somewhere nice on a beach. On a beach, with baby Guinness. But so apparently, the new James Bond that's going to be coming out is going to be Aaron Johnson. Remember from Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging? Oh, right. I mean, that's taking us back now, which is also a very good film. Yeah. Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, Aaron Johnson is going to be the next James Bond. I'm going to have to Google him. You definitely know him. And Aaron Johnson Taylor, I think, is called. Right. Well, let's all have a Google if you don't know who it is, and we'll have a look and see what we think. Yeah. So that's it from us for this week, guys. I'm sorry we've been rambling, but you've got lots of recommendations for places to go on holiday and also lots of films to watch over the January period. We hope you enjoyed it. Yes, remember to follow us, like us, subscribe to everything. So we're on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify and YouTube. You can catch our latest episodes on those. Yeah, don't forget to tune into our Instagram to catch us on the latest competition that we're running for 2 people to win brunch for you and a friend as soon as we get to 500 followers. Make sure you tag on our latest post and we will see you soon. Bye.